For centuries, knowledge has been hidden in plain sight across the sands of time. Whispers of lost civilizations, cryptic symbols, and forbidden histories have been erased or concealed. What if the truth was never lost, but hidden? Welcome to Eye of Ancient Mysteries, where the past speaks and the future listens. Sit back, open your mind, and prepare to uncover the untold secrets of our world. Let the journey begin now. A long, lost human civilization once lived on the moon, claims American scientist. An American scientist believes that representatives of a long, lost human civilization once lived on the moon, Earth's natural satellite. According to him, evidence of their existence on the moon has been concealed for many years. However, Braden claims that future astronauts from China and India, expected to land on the moon in the 2030s, will broadcast their expeditions live, and then traces of this ancient human civilization will finally be visible. Greg Braden, author of several books devoted to the possibility of life on the moon and Mars, believes that astronauts will discover ancient structures on the lunar surface. According to him, these structures are covered with inscriptions in ancient languages belonging to early human cultures. He asserts that there once existed an ancient civilization on Earth capable of flying to the moon. This civilization, however, was destroyed around 50,000 years ago during a great war. An example, the Vimana tradition. According to many ancient legends, early peoples were able to fly using special aircraft called Vimanas. These accounts are not only preserved in mythology, but also supported by archaeological artifacts. In India, in 1875, an ancient treatise titled Vimanika Shastra, written by Bharadvaja the Wise, was discovered in one of the temples. The text dates back to the 4th century BCE and is based on even earlier writings. The treatise describes extraordinary flying machines of antiquity resembling modern rockets. According to the author, the divine celestial chariots were made exceptionally strong and could not be damaged by anything. Some of these ancient flying machines were able to become invisible by absorbing sunlight or surrounding themselves with gas. The author refers to these aircraft as Vimanas, meaning flying chariots. He claims that they could ascend vertically and hover in the air, much like modern helicopters. To operate, Vimanas used an unknown liquid as fuel. The Vimanika Shastra also provides instructions on how to properly use the Vimanas, including ways to switch the engine from one type of energy, such as solar, to another. Even Plato mentions Vimanas in his writings about Atlantis. Many drawings left by ancient tribes suggest that they were familiar with these flying machines. They depicted aircraft and people piloting them. Archaeological excavations around the world have uncovered figurines of humans wearing what resemble space suits. These figurines, found in different regions, show striking similarities. There are also claims that some of the paintings in Bulgaria's Magura cave prove that the ancient Bulgarians were familiar with outer space and may even have traveled through it. Ancient cave drawings near Belogradchik are said to depict encounters between primitive humans and extraterrestrials. The rock formation preserves secrets of intelligence beyond our planet that experts still cannot definitively explain. In the hall containing these drawings, one can clearly see a meeting between primitive humans and aliens. The prehistoric people are depicted as smaller beings, while the visitors have more fearsome, elongated bodies. Legends surrounding the cave suggest that its inhabitants frequently met guests from space. Thousands of years ago, they learned life skills from them and evolved by using knowledge from another world. Archaeologists estimate the paintings to be at least 7,000 years old. The walls show sacred and hunting scenes. In the hall depicting extraterrestrials, several pear-shaped bodies with long arms, elongated necks, and rhomboid heads can be seen. At the top, there is a round object resembling a flying craft or a star. These particular drawings are thought to be from a later period, as they were painted over an earlier hunting scene depicting a man with a bow chasing wild game. It is believed that primitive people drew what they actually saw. Therefore, these images may represent a real encounter with beings they later worshipped as gods. Interestingly, researchers note that the paintings were made by women, as prehistoric society was matriarchal. Men had more primal roles, such as hunting and protection, while women occupied the warmer halls of the cave, where they raised children. Magura Cave stands as a symbol of the first human settlements in Europe and is a unique piece of historical heritage. However, as the article notes, it has been heavily damaged over the years, in true Bulgarian fashion. Whether these early people truly knew of Vimanas remains unproven. The most decisive evidence would be the discovery of such an aircraft, or even a fragment of one. But that remains a difficult task no one has yet undertaken. For now, there are only theories and conjectures. According to Braden, the inhabitants of the moon were members of this very same lost civilization. He argues that the structures on the lunar surface were built by this ancient culture thousands of years ago. Braden also believes that, according to unconfirmed accounts from Apollo astronauts, they saw facilities and inscriptions during their missions to the moon, evidence that both NASA and the USSR later concealed. There is considerable evidence, Braden says, that human history may not have begun 200,000, 300,000 years ago, as currently believed. Controversial archaeological findings suggest otherwise. The scientist claims that modern humans, or our close relatives, existed much earlier than current data indicates.